So, one of the things being a Chilean citizen is that you have to do a mandatory, I don't remember how long, 2 years maybe, I guess, as military service. Obviously, I didn't do that because I grew up in the US and I didn't know I was still technically a Chilean citizen. So, how does that work? Well, what should have happened had we all realized that I was a Chilean citizen is that we would have I don't really know how it would have worked because they would have had to constantly renew my Chilean passport and Chilean ID. And again, we weren't, maybe my parents knew, but it wasn't like something we actively thought about. Like, I know my mom seemed quite surprised when I was like, hey, it turns out I still have citizenship. But even if we had known, there is an exception if you aren't living in Chile. So, what should have been done, again, had my parents and I realized, is when I would have come of age to do my mandatory military service, is we would reach out to the Chilean consulate, Chilean embassy, and be like, hey, I don't live in Chile, so I can't volunteer for the Chilean military. And they'd probably just want proof of that and then be like, yeah, okay, fine. Basically, I would not have been forced to go down to Chile to carry out my military service. And I have aged out of that. So that is one of the things that I had to look into because I don't want to get in trouble for that. And um luckily I have papers that say, hey, I'm going to be an American and live in America. So um yeah, in case anyone is wondering how I'm going to be navigating that, I have plenty of proof that I've lived in America all of my life. um so that should be pretty easy. Honestly, the biggest thing I am worried about is proving that I am who I say I am because I have like all the paperwork, but the thing is like my baby passport has my fingerprint, but like you can't really see any ridges in that fingerprint in there. And I look a little different than I did when I was less than a year old. Just a little bit. Still full head of hair. But so my one saving grace is that my mom kept my middle name, so if nothing else, I can say, hey, at least it matches, my middle name matches. And then on my US passport, it does say that I was born in Chile, even though I'm a United States citizen, so that does work in my favor. And I'm sure it probably doesn't hurt that if need be, I have blood relatives. I've got my birth mom, my birth full sister, my birth half sister, aunts, grandma, all of that, who can attest that I am related to them and that I am who I say I am. Um, and I have paperwork, but it's still a concern I have. And then the other thing is that in Chile, you don't have to sign up to vote. Once you become of legal age, you're just automatically allowed to vote, which is cool. I didn't know that. So, one of the things is that in the Chilean voting system, you get voluntold to do polling volunteering stuff. I don't I don't know how that works. I assume it's like in the US where someone sits at a table and is like, "Who are you?" and they flip through, "Okay, this is your ballot. Go in that box over there and vote." or something. But that is voluntold to you, and I hope I don't get in trouble in case I was voluntold to do that and I didn't show up because I didn't know about it. Um, and yeah, so I also am not supposed to technically make an appointment until I arrive in Chile, so I guess I have to wait for that. So I know I could do a VPN, but honestly, I just want to go by the rules as much as I can because I feel like I've unintentionally broken a lot. Unknowingly, of course, like the army stuff and potential voluntolding, ignoring. Okay, anyway, bye.